Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, from Chicken of the Sea, wild-caught light tuna. And we say it is, what are we saying here? We're saying it's boldly seasoned with ghost pepper. Dare to try. Well, I do dare. I do dare. Red alert. New flavor alert. I'm calling it red hot. Dare you to try, but not enough for a double dog dare. So we tuna and ghost pepper and then emergency glass of milk. Not included. Yeah, that would be difficult to do, I wager. So we've got just different flavorings here. Chili paste. We've got, extract. Ghost pepper extract. I see onion appearing here a lot more than I would like it to. Yeah, so I don't know. These packets, Starkist also does. They don't do this flavor, but they do packets like this. And the idea here, I think, is that there's nothing here. It's just the tuna itself. I don't think there's any water to drain or anything. And so let's take a look here. Yeah, we can see here it's... Ooh, can we see here? Boy. Well, let's claw some of that out. Let me take a look at it. Okay. Here it is in the old white spoon. It's smelling slightly barbecuey, of all things. So, I'm interested to see where we're going with this. So I'm sure not going to find out by sitting here holding this. I guess let's get to it. Oh, that's nice. There's a little bit of a sweetness to it almost. Ooh, this is really good. I've tried every single one of the flavors that Starkist has. And I might have tried a lot of the ones from Chicken of the Sea as well. I don't see chicken. I guess it depends on which grocery store you go to. There are some Chicken of the Sea flavors at the one I go to most often, just not as many. I'm pretty sure I've tried some Chicken of the Seas as well. I don't generally buy this though. A lot of it gets stuck in here, but a lot of it gets stuck in the cans as well. This is super, super nice. Let me see if there's... Did I miss the sweetness here? Oh, no. Sure did. I sure did. It's the third ingredient. I was like, why is this sweet? Yeah, that's why. And there's I think the smoke and the little bit of tomato that's in here is kind of why this is giving me the more inclination that it's like a barbecue. This is really good. This is probably one of my favorite flavors. I'm going to call it a default 1 right now. It is not... particularly burning hot. I am going to try to make tuna salad with this though. I had to buy it off Amazon, and they sent me a 4-pack. Let's have another one. I just want to see if I can get anything above a default 1 as far as heat. It is starting to build slightly though, so this might actually get to a legit 1 with any luck. No, this is such a pain. It's a little sticking to my throat there just a bit. It's not, like, obviously it's not dry. But tuna tends to be one of those meats that you have to, when you buy it like this, and you press all the water out, you need to add moisture to it. Whether it's mayo for a nice tuna salad or wherever this sauce is. Soup, it's extremely nice. I really like this. I like what they did here. Let's put it up so you can see it, I guess. So I'm doing this to putting this on first day of October 2025 to kick off what I do every year, which is try to do as many themed products as possible, which is, as you might expect, mostly ghost pepper related stuff. I can't say I can't really say that's more than a default 1. It is absolutely delicious though. Amazingly, there is, you know, it's just really inconsistent. Initially, I think I am going to give this a legit 1. It takes a while though. So I just had 2 packets of this. And there is a slight build there. It's not immediate. But I really like the flavoring they came up with here with this sauce. I mean, tomato, like I've said it before in some of my hot sauce reviews, it always surprises me that people don't use tomato more in hot sauces, because you can really get some extremely interesting flavor developments when you do. Which is where this one kind of falls, I think. And this doesn't cost more any than the regular tuna as well. I think people are going to be a little bit surprised by this if they eat it plain. It does have a sort of a way of sneaking up, you know, to get to a legit 1. Most of the time I was eating this, I was like, yeah, default 1. But it does have a little bit of a build after the fact, which is super nice. Yeah, this flavoring, the sugar, the tomato, it isn't like, you're not going to mistake it for barbecue sauce, but it does have some, I would say some of the aspects of something like a barbecue sauce. And I think that's what I was surprised by the most with this, is just the flavor is so excellent. I mean, I don't mind tuna like in the can or whatever. I don't like it in the oil. I like it in water. But so for a really long time, I had I would get Try Me's tiger sauce. So I put jalapenos in there, just like pickled jalapenos, and then the Try Me tiger sauce, which I found like fairly sweet, and then that combination is how I would have, you know, the tuna a lot of the time. Sometimes I'd mix it in with like, you know, just white rice. Especially when I was trying to be super clean with the diet. And there's just there is actually, oddly enough, so most of the time when you get there's no fat, there's no carbohydrates, it's just straight tuna, just straight protein. This one is protein more than everything else by a lot, but there is like a trace of fat in there, and then there is 8 grams of carbs in here, which is probably from the sugar and the tomato sauce and everything else. Yeah, really, really good. Like surprisingly good. This is one of the most unexpectedly excellent products that I think I've had in definitely quite a while. You know, usually we get a lot of corporate sludge coming out that is trying to court the market, but this one for me is pretty legit. So if you can come across this chicken of the sea ghost pepper tuna, this is the ticket. These are excellent, particularly if you're you know, like if you're into bodybuilding or whatever, where you want to try to keep everything super clean and still get your protein. The only thing I don't like is it gets buried in these creases. That's kind of annoying. So I don't love the packets, or at least not the way they're orchestrated. Maybe they could do them something like Capri Sun or something like that, where you don't have places for it to get as stuck. It gets stuck right in these corners here at the bottom. I guess the idea is that you just rip it open and just eat it out of the thing, which you can do. As far as this goes, it's just kind of a pain to do it. But flavor-wise, like I said, that is kind of the big deal. It will work its way up to a legit one, but it's nothing challenging. Like, it's already tapering here just as I'm talking. So again, definitely the flavor is the story here. This might be the best pack of tuna I've ever had, which is just a shock to me to be able to say. So yeah, and like I said, the heat is, it will get to a legit one if you have enough of it. I would say normally, though, it's kind of a default one. But definitely an excellent product, and if you come across it and you're interested in all in this type of thing, you should definitely pick some up and try for yourself. And we'll just leave it right there. So that was the chicken of the sea, ghost pepper tuna. Now come forth in peace to serve the flame.